Hey there world, this is Draken, and today we're going to be continuing the Lantern event that's going on here. So we're going to be continuing the quest we have going on here that should be getting us right into the main part of the event.
Lantern Rite is nearly here. Why don't we decorate the inn this year? Oh, don't you know? On the first full moon of the first month each year, Liyue celebrates the Lantern Rite. It's a festival to commemorate the heroes from the past. After dark, the people release Xiao and Mingxiao lanterns into the night sky. Oh, may the flames of wisdom spread to all and never be extinguished. This is the meaning of the lanterns. We believe they act as the beacons in the night, guiding bygone heroes back to their homeland.
Wow, it sounds like a grand festival. And
Sounds
where
like it'd be
there's a
fun to
grand
go to.
festival, there's always special seasonal snacks. You
Yep.
catch Paimon's drift?
You want to get involved in the Lantern Rite? That's great! The festive period leading up to the day itself is all part of the celebrations. During this time, we pray to bring peace and ward off bad luck. Liyue locals call it bidding farewell to the old and welcoming the new. If you're looking to take part, it's not too late. Oh, also, if you're able to, could you try to convince Xiao to go with you?
Sure,
We're not
he's
close.
our best buddy.
I wouldn't know how to ask him myself. But it seems that you've grown familiar.
Yeah, Paimon thinks it might be best to leave him alone for a few days.
I suppose you're right. Anyway, just thought I'd mention it. You should get yourselves down to the harbor. If you leave too late, the city will be crowded with people and you won't be able to make the most of it. Get going. Happy Lantern Rite.
Awesome. Let's get into this event. After we probably do a couple little stupid derpy quests. And Zhao's not at his table anymore. No inviting him with us. Unless, of course, you summon him on the banner and you get him. I'm still not sure if I'm even going to pull on that banner just yet. I don't really know. Maybe I'll save up for a newer hero coming out. It just costs so much to actually put Primo Gems in, and it takes so long to save them up. You basically have to decide if you want a character for like 1 or 2 banners, and then just save your gems up. I don't even know how many I have right now. I guess with this event too, they're giving out a ton of them. If you haven't,
Young lady, if I may be so bold, how much for the floating thing?
What a strange thing to say! But Paimon's curious, what number did you have in mind exactly? Oh, forget it. Let's assume you meant Paimon is worth more than Mora can buy.
sure, Paimon.
As a matter of fact, I'm having some financial trouble recently. I probably couldn't afford it. I'm just a small-time merchant anyway. I don't deal in rare and exotic treasures.
You know, the more you talk, the more suspicious you sound.
My, someone's in a grumpy mood, aren't they? Here, maybe some candy will make you feel better.
Ooh, suspiciously trustworthy.
Like that's the #1 thing suspicious people will do.
So, I
Give out
assume
free
you
candy.
two and Liyue for the lantern, right? This year's Mingxiao lantern is supposed to be a sight well worth the wait. The plastrite that will lift the lantern into the air is the largest in 20 years. It's big enough to make you wonder if the fabled floating city in the clouds really does exist. I guess it must just be held up by a similarly sized chunk of plastrite.
Sounds awesome.
I hope our paths cross again. Welcome to Liyue. Well,
We've met him several
I can't
times
speak
already.
for the whole of Liyue Harbor, but you're always welcome in my store, at least.
So many stalls.
But as I was saying
There?
before
Everywhere.
he interrupted me, if you hit F5, you can go into this menu, or if you're on, using a controller or on the PlayStation, it'll probably be something different, but wherever your event tab is, you can then also see like everything we're going to be able to get from it, which is quite a bit of nice little tasty stuff. Of course, the Crown of Insights, you're going to have to save up just for one of those. All your heroes wits you can get. And of course, all these other things, Mora, ores, and then the last page, all these books. I personally could not care less about these little card decorations. I barely ever change mine. So I'm just going to be focusing on all the books, and if I get all the books and everything else, and it's not too difficult, I'll get that just cuz. But definitely focusing on this first. And of course these won't be bad to get either. Can't go wrong with 20 of those. These are what you can use to convert any of these into any other ones, so definitely get those too. They're pretty handy. And Mora, can't go wrong with that. But may fortune find you. This is pretty generous of them. I think it's more generous than any of the other login bonuses they've given so far. And hopefully it's a sign of what's to come for future login bonuses, and they keep these coming. Because, you know, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 total intertwined fates. So that's pretty nice. It's a good little bonus. Maybe after I get these 10, I'll put 10 into the banner. I don't really think I have that many. Let's take a look at how many I do have saved up in my wishes. 2,400. So yeah, that's not that much, really. I mean, I'll get way more Primo Gems as this event goes on, too. Talk to Chang Chang.
We're way behind schedule.
I'm Ching Ching. I just donated Dolly. She's my rag doll. Last night in my dream, Dolly told me her wish was to fly up into the sky and see the view. So I gave her to the lady over by the big deer lantern. Dolly's wish will come true now. Won't it? I did the right thing, didn't I? Wishes are supposed to come true at the lantern rite, aren't they?
She doesn't sound very sure of herself.
This year's Mingxiao Lantern is dedicated to Skybracer. He always was a show-off. I'm sure he will be very pleased. Well, that's the plan. I do hope they make the antlers big enough. They were his pride and joy, after all. The story goes that the antlers were made from the very essence of Rex Lapis's divine power, which made it the hardest material in all of Liyue. But then that fateful battle happened. The gods exchanged powerful blows, and the mountain started collapsing. To avoid impacting the villagers at the foot of the mountain, the Adeptus got his friend to chop his antlers off. He used those blood-drenched antlers as a wedge to prop up the mountain. And if that wasn't enough of a sacrifice, he then kept on fighting until his blood was drained and his life ran out. Thanks to him, Mount Tianheng still stands tall and proud to this day, and the blood that he lost in the battle turned into the Bishui River. Whether you believe the story or not,
God, a
I'm
blood-filled
just
river would be
happy
disgusting.
you're willing to listen to me tell it. Surely the reason the Lantern Rite exists is because people throughout the ages have chosen to come together as friends, rather than stay in isolation. Goodbye. May the flames of wisdom spread to all and never be extinguished.
Yeah, it's probably just going to be a little bit of a run around. Go here, go there, go do this, and there'll probably be a cutscene. And then the events will be underway, and we'll be able to start collecting rewards.
Look! That stone is floating! Luckily it's tethered in place. If it wasn't held down, who knows where it would fly off to?
This is the plasterite to be used for the Mingxiao Lantern. The whole of the Xiao market is centered around it.
It's a big piece of plus to say.
I'm Zhang Zhao. Recently, I've been tracking progress on the construction of the Mingxiao lantern. You seem like newcomers. Is this your first lantern ride?
Sure is.
Yes. How can you tell?
Well, I don't remember running into any weird and wonderful mascots at last year's festival. You'll see lots of
Paimon's
people
mascot.
releasing little lanterns
That
during the
is
festival.
very, very true.
Those ones are called Xiao lanterns. But there's also a huge one, a joint effort by all the people of Liyue Harbor. That one is called the Mingxiao lantern. Almost every business in Liyue has a booth at the annual Xiao market. But despite its popularity, this is the one time of the year they're not looking to make a profit. The street market exists solely to raise the funds and materials required for the Mingxiao lantern construction.
So, the Xiao Market. Does it have stuff you can eat?
Plenty. And if I do say so myself, the Lantern Rite is the best festival for sampling Liyue's local delicacies. It is Liyue's biggest annual festival, after all. Showing off your craft is a great way to drum up a reputation. So even if there's no mora to be made, everyone is secretly going all out to get their produce under the spotlight.
Folks in Liyue are so smart.
If you need any help, you can look for Wangya. She's overseeing the Lantern Rite. She's usually somewhere around the Xiao market. She's your first port of call.
Oh, will she know which stall sells the tastiest stuff?
No doubt. When it comes to the Lantern Rite, no one knows more than she does.
Well, she's the one
Got
Paimon's
it.
going to
Let's
see.
go to the Xiao Market and look for Wangya. And then go to the stall with the tastiest food and eat till we're stuffed.
Well, that wasn't very far of a
Hi,
look.
can I help you? From the look of you, you don't hail from Liyue. Are you traveling through? Welcome to the Xiao Market. Overseeing? Not exactly. The Lantern Rite Festival belongs to the whole of Liyue. It's not just one person's to oversee. I'm just taking care of a few small things, doing my bit to make sure.
We want to know where the tastiest food in the whole wide Xiao Market is.
The tastiest? Hard to say. I guess that depends on your personal preference. Still, what I can tell you is that everyone's talking about Yin Yan's stall. If it gets any busier over there, I'm gonna have to bring the millilith to keep things orderly. Hey, you'd best get over there quick before the streets get too crowded with people. Oh, and if you are heading to Yin Yan, please do me a favor and run this document over to him. It's a summary of the data from last year's Lantern Rite, compiled by the Ministry of Civil Affairs. It has a few operational tips for our vendors. If you're heading in that direction, it'd be a great help. As thanks, I've got a gift for you. When you...
Trusting a random stranger. That happens a lot. I guess we just have a friendly face. And a floating Paimon.
You really don't have enough hands on deck. If I'd known, I would have roped some others in.
What's the best thing on the menu?
Ah, customers. Take a look and decide for yourself. I can do anything on the menu. Or if there's something in particular you're after, I can do that instead.
Woohoo! Paimon will have... Huh. Now that you mention it, you do have a lot of options for a food stall.
Naturally. If there's a dish I can't cook, I've yet to hear about it. Same every year. The old operational tips. How's this for a tip? Leave the handbook to one side and concentrate on the killer cooking. Hand it over. I'll use it to feed the fire later.
He
Come on
doesn't seem
then,
very
place
happy.
your orders. Aren't you here to eat?
There are so many. This one looks good, but Paimon wants to try that one too. Huh? Grilled tiger fish? That's the one Pervasies love to eat, isn't it? Seeing as the Lantern Rite is about commemorating the heroes of the past, let's order this one. This can be our way of honoring his memory.
Your friend has a good eye for food. That's our specialty. Please wait. I'll have it ready for you in no time. Okay, here's your grilled tiger fish. What do you think?
Delicious. Of course. What kind of a guide would Paimon be otherwise?
Well, hope you enjoy your food. I gotta see to some other customers. If you get hungry again, you know where I am.
And now we go on the long journey back
So
to
you're back.
Wengia.
What do you think? Yin Yan makes some mean grub, huh?
Ah, so tasty.
Oh yeah? He said that last year too. If he'd listened to our marketing tips, he'd be doing even better by now. Anyway, not to worry. Here's the gift I was talking about. This Xiao lantern is for you.
Wow, such a beautiful lantern. How is it made?
I'm afraid I wouldn't be able to explain the process concisely.
Hey,
But
maybe
if
we
you're
can learn how to
interested
make
in
our
Xiao
lanterns here.
You can ask Jingming over there. He's in charge of both the Xiao and Mingxiao lanterns.
So he's responsible for this super duper huge one too?
That's right. He should be easy to find. Just over there, I think.
If we
Alright.
could make a Xiao lantern for Xiao, maybe that would cheer him up a bit.
As long as we put his face on it
See what he has to say.
in a chibi form. That's how I would decorate that lantern if I was good at drawing.
Next on the agenda.
At this rate, we should be able to meet the deadline. Teach you how to make Xiao lanterns. Oh, you don't look like locals to me. Looking to try your hand at making your own?
Yes, we are.
I'll be happy to teach you. There's no one way to make a Xiao lantern, but let me start by showing you the simplest one. I should have some spare materials over here.
Alright, we learned how to do that.
Just a second. They still need a bit of work. Take these and give it a go.
Xiao lantern. This stuff, which you find everywhere. These are definitely used to craft. I wonder if Zhao actually has a bonus on crafting his own little lanterns. That'd be kind of interesting if he did. 12 of them. So I need to collect a lot more mining stuff, a lot more monster materials, and these are from flowers I found. And I think even wild animals drop some of these, so basically just run around and explore and do your regular stuff and you'll get a bunch.
That was so complicated. Paimon is all out of brain juice. Did you get it?
It all comes with practice. No one's expecting your first try to be perfect. Folks like you who want to learn my craft are a rare find nowadays.
Did you build that humongous Mingxiao lantern using the same method?
That one? I suppose it's fair to say the method is the same, broadly speaking. But no single person can take credit for it. The whole of Liyue comes together to make it.
Yeah, let's just go over there and steal all the materials for it.
Surely you've heard about it. The Xiao Market is actually a fundraiser aiming to support the Ming
Oh,
Xiao
nighttime.
Lantern's construction.
Whoa. So that's how the Mingxiao lantern is built.
Such is the Lantern Rite tradition. The Ministry of Civil Affairs might be covering the bulk of the costs, but it's the citizens of Liyue that donate the materials, among many other things.
Oh, so that's what that little girl meant when she said she donated her ragdoll. But since when do you build Mingxiao lanterns out of ragdolls?
Well, the Lantern Rite is a major festival. If somebody wants to make a contribution, no matter how small, or in this case symbolic, we tend not to reject them. All well-meaning contributions are gratefully received. Especially considering how grand of an occasion the Lantern Rite is for everyone. People believe that joining the effort might bring them good luck. Alrighty then. Shouldn't you get going? With all that the festival has to offer, I'm sure you must be on a busy schedule. Of course, if you want to make another Xiao Lantern at any time, you know where to find me. Happy Lantern Rite. Have fun.
I wonder if we have to come back to him every time we want to craft them. Oh, he just has a crafting bench in front of him.
Building materials.
So, did you find Jingming?
Yes, we did.
And he taught us all about how to make Xiao lanterns. Paimon can't really remember any of it.
It's okay, Paimon.
No worries. You can always ask Jingming if you need to refresh your memory. I should go. Duty calls. Happy Lantern Rite.
As long as I can trade those lanterns for those items, I'll be pretty happy. Quest completed. So, Lantern Rite Tales 1. We've only just begun. Okay. Now we can actually get into this. It looks like we have to get through a couple of these. Own 13 lanterns. Currents deep beneath the lantern. The highlight of the Lantern Rite is the release of giant Mingxiao lantern in the sky, and this year's Mingxiao lantern is supposed to be slightly well worth the wait. The plus straight that will lift the lantern into the air is the largest in 20 years. Yeah, we should really go steal it and exchange it for our own lantern stuffs. For this special occasion, the merchants of Liyue have set up the Zhao market to help gather materials needed. When you arrive at the Zhao market, one of the event organizers, Wang Ya, seems to have something to say to you. Complete quest to obtain some rewards. Not too much. And it unlocks 2 days from now, so you still have a while before that one even begins. And this one's probably going to be later than that one, I'm assuming. Lantern Rite Tales 1, City of Chorus. Wang Ya from Liyue Harbor seems to be troubled by something. It's available right now, I guess. Okay, so we have to complete this one before we get the next one. So, City of Chores, navigate.
It's so nice.
Not far at all. This will probably be not too big of a quest. Just gives us primo gems for each one of these, it seems. Zhao Lantern Delivery. I'm not going to be reading through the story of this one. It's kind of just get it done so I can get the primo gems. Actually, let's see if I can exchange items now, because I do have 13 of these things. So the Zhao market is, I believe... Oh, not open actually. Peace Talisman. During Lantern Rite, the people of Liyue believe these, so I have to exchange those lanterns for these Peace Talismans, I'm assuming. That's what I have to do. So maybe I have to do this first before I can unlock that. During Lantern Rite, materials corrected to collect or craft Zhao lanterns. Zhao market. Peace Talisman can be exchanged here. 1st, 5th, and 9th days of the event. By completing Theater Mechanicalist challenges. Theater Mechanicalist. Liyue Theater Mechanicalist quest to unlock. So that's a different quest than the one we're even on right now. So it's this one here. So that's the one we have to unlock to get the market. So I'm actually going to navigate to that one first here. So I mostly just want the market open so I can start exchanging things for that. I'm kind of wondering like how many you get for doing this quest, or if it's a repeatable quest line, you know? We'll see how many we can get after we do this one. Play around there. Okay, is this going to be like a mini game? Okay, you play with the Zhao lanterns. Oh, is this going to be the tower defense? On the stage, you can use beneficulous sigils to unlock new mechanici and upgrade the ones in your possession. Each time a mechanici is upgraded, grows in strength. Once a certain level is reached, it can also gain additional effects. The level and type of mechanici available within a stage depends on how advanced your mechanici are in the open world. Huh, open world, huh? Gameplay tutorial. We'll figure that out as we jump into it. we need to, we can go back to the guide. So, armory. Cost. Conspicuous sigil. Obtained by completing. Okay, so as we complete these, challenges, we'll get these, and then we can upgrade each different one of these. So of course, whatever enemies we're fighting against, if we're fighting against water, we'll probably, or fire, we'll want water. If we're fighting against, ice, we'd want fire, so on and so forth, kind of thing. Recovery. So yeah, let's just hop right into this. I was actually kind of looking forward to this. And as for a team, this will do. Not too sure how useful my characters will be. But I have seen this event before on a video. And it looked really fun. So we're gonna see. I don't even know what kind of way, what type to make. It looks like this little line is showing us where they're coming from, so we had a thin ice one over there. And then we had tidal. So we have fire, water. So let's use water and ice. Those two should go well enough together. On this side we'll have electric. Recovery emitters generates boon. Each opponent defeated in a small area. And we have 10 points left, so.
Born to ice and frosty.
Yeah, don't seem to do a lot of damage here. Effect of Fickle can only be viewed once selected. Select a Mystic Art. Okay. For 30 seconds. I could just not pick one of those. And keep the points, I think. Generates bonus Beneficus points for each opponent defeated in a small AoE around it. So level 2 unlocks increased area of effect. So if we put that up, I think these are the Venticulus points or whatever. We're going to construct a second one there. I do have these guys, so should probably put one here and one over there. Press U. Doesn't seem like there's a way to kind of skip ahead here in this, but this will be good enough.
Next on the agenda.
Oh, there's some up here too I could be placing up. Does not look like I do any actual real damage to them. They must all be up to the towers. But I can pull them together, so... Actually, I should probably put some ice people in my group. Or water people. An ice and water team could at least freeze them in their spot. Mechanical attack plus 150%. I can select that one. Oh, here the recovery ones take that much. 150% more damage. Let's throw that one on. I like it. P. End construction phase. Okay. So we can skip the wave, we just have to hit the P button. Yeah, we definitely need some water. Stage 3 of 3. So this will be the fun part, I think, of this event here, is these little tower defenses, right? You're gonna have to kind of come up with your own strategies and figure it out. And then each one will probably give you, well, I'm hoping a couple hundred of those little things, but the first few might not. They might just give you, like, I guess we'll see here right away. No point guessing when we'll see right away. Huh, I did just do that, so... Okay, quest complete. I guess no reward for it. Yes, we can just take a look right at this now. Clear stage at difficulty 1 or higher in theater mechanics, 160 of these. Okay, okay. Level 2 or higher and you get 300 of these, so that's not bad. It's pretty decent. There's quite a few little levels here. 6 mechanics to level 6. Alrighty then. Walk from a far stage of Festival Fever, complete the quest, current deep. So you do have to kind of complete those quests to unlock these things. They're pretty much simple quests. They're not very hard to do. As we do that, there's another one of these stupid little card banners. Those don't really matter. These just unlock the medals, it seems, for these. I'm not sure. I might as well do one here. That's a regular difficulty. I'll play around. We'll change up our characters for sure here. Difficulty 1, we can't go up higher than that. Blink of an eye multiplier, those probably get like crazy difficult. So we'll see how hard they get as we go through them. I'm not going to record all of them because they're probably going to take quite a while. I will record this one and see how much we get just for this. Let's start this. So Diluc isn't very useful just because they don't do any damage, right? So
need to end a few enemies?
Switch in Tartagalia, and I'll also switch in someone else, probably Mona, who can at least hit them.
as the stars
And then I'll keep my 2 ice people, and they can at least freeze enemies and probably keep them somewhat frozen through the whole event as they run towards us, and just freeze them around some of those ice or water towers that I'll be building up. Do like this area first, so let's go. These give us more points. Those might even be the first ones that I actually upgrade. Let's make this a thin ice. A water. And a water. P to start the wave. Let's do this. And Ganyu's boat is the one from the battle pass, the Viridescent Hunt, that can sometimes draw the enemies into a nice little circular whirlwind. Doesn't look like their ultimates build up at all here in this. Oh no.
Access denied.
We're way behind schedule.
Healthy body, healthy mind. Next on the agenda.
So it seems like the ice ones have a good little amount of range. Next wave, enemy hit points increased by 50%. Completing this fearless challenge to obtain additional fish sigil at the end of the stage? Sure. Let's take that one. We don't have enough points really to craft a bunch more, so I'm just gonna start this one up. Oh crap, this is where it would be good to have fire to burn that shield. Shit. Crap, I can't make those. Okay, side note, make sure you have fire people to break those shields. 2 of 4 completed. Well, that didn't go so well this time. Pass on that one. Let's see. Points refunded. Electromechanicals get 50% damage boost with each attack, lasts for 30 seconds. Cryo range plus 5. Candy cost minus 20%. Let's go with that one for now. Make a couple more fire ones because I do not have fire characters. Confirm. Those little mages here are pretty fast. Oh crap, we can't craft anymore. We're at our limit. Is there one that gives us... attack speed plus 25%. Sure, let's take that one. Hydro attack plus 75%. Costs more. Oh crap. I don't think it actually selected one of those. Tartagelli was the right choice for that. The last wave was the easiest just because I had the right characters for it, so I guess they do make a bit of a difference. Okay, we got quite a few little metal thingies from that. Complete the stage with at least 14 canices, 20 monsters, 60s. So I'm not sure how many monsters can get past you before you'd lose, but you might just be able to get a small reward each time, even if you do let a bunch of them go through. And then afterwards you can of course upgrade your little machines, right? So it shouldn't be too hard to build up your guys so that they are useful. And since the attack doesn't matter on your units, just their effects, you can do that at any adventure rank without any issue, right? Let's actually take a look and play around. Level up some of our little guys. Armory. So base attack goes up quite a bit. Okay, so the fire ones have a lot of base attack already. In fact, the fire ones have the largest, but that's because I think they just hit one target. These attack faster, the range is 6 meters. The range for these, 20 meters. 15 meters for the ice, it also fires a projectile. So I might build up a few of these fire ones, because they don't cost a lot. We'll upgrade that one once. This is like way increased for attack damage there, that's crazy actually. And we might just switch away from these tidal flat ones and instead go for both of these. Level those ones up a bunch. If I use water guys and a couple fire guys and just have a bunch of those out, it might work good. Base range goes up. Ooh, these cost a lot though to get these up. Level 2 unlocks increased area of effect. Level 3 greatly increases the amount of the Ventisi points recovered in the area. Let's see, mechanics gust. It's locked for now. Oh, 50 to unlock it. Okay. That just fires wind at them, I'm assuming. I mean, you might as well try these all out. Long shot periodically fires an arrow. Unlocked after festival reach the guest flock from a far stage. So there are going to be some more towers you can get too. So just basically build up the ones you like the most. Even if you build up the wrong ones, you can just keep redoing the stages, building up your points, and then coming back to do them, right? So it's not like it's going to be, if you pick the wrong ones, you'll lose. You can just pick whatever you feel like doing, and it'll turn out not bad. So the ice doesn't seem to do a lot of damage. Blazing spark that explodes. Yeah, that's... The fire one seems to be the one to actually go for if you want pure damage. So maybe I should go fire and electric. Those have a really good effect when they go off. Their range isn't bad. This one seems to have shorter range, but it does do an AoE, so it could be useful against little mobs. This is more targeted, but it does say AoE, so if you upgrade that a couple times too. Blazing Spark explodes, doing pyro damage and a larger AoE, so I'm sure if you just upgrade this a ton, it'll help you out a bunch. But pick whatever you want, whatever you feel is working good for you, do that one. I'm gonna upgrade this. And I'll try to freeze them with my units instead of with the pillars. We'll see how that goes. But that'll be it for now. We've kind of figured out how to use these. And there's just a bunch more little quests to do first before I can get all of the stuff from this event. And then it'll be a lot of gathering around in the regular world, so it's not going to be the most exciting stuff to watch, but I'm happy that this event is going on. It means I can spend more than, 15 minutes on Genshin. There's a lot more stuff to do now that the Lantern Rite is going on. Is there something? Oh, to claim. I also got another one of these things. So yeah, I'm definitely doing a lot of that because that gives me the stuff from the market here. So I'm definitely going to be picking a bunch of shit up from here. Since I'm broke, I'm going to be getting a lot of Mora. And every other item I possibly can from that event too. So, see you guys next time, and hopefully you have fun on this event too. I know I'm going to enjoy this whole event. So, bye.